Hi guys, I'm Antony. Firstly, I want to say a massive thank you to everyone that has left me a message, not just yesterday, but over the past few months. Messages of support and wondering where I am and hoping I'm okay. I appreciate every one of them. Today I thought I'd go through my new leg system. My old leg, if you've watched any of my past videos, was very basic. I've got it here. I don't use it anymore as I went into the sea with it and it broke. But we've got a new leg. The old system worked. I'd put socks on my leg, up to 5 socks, sometimes more. As my leg shrunk, I didn't fit into it, so I needed to bulk it out with woolen socks, which can be quite uncomfortable, especially in the summer months when you're sweating as it is, and it makes it even worse. So my leg gets packed out with socks, then my leg with the socks goes into the liner goes into the leg, and then this silicone liner rolls up and over my knee and up my thigh near my hip, which, I'm not gonna lie, can be quite uncomfortable, especially being a man with leg hair, and it pulls. And not only that, once I sweat, it slipped down and I would fall out of it, so I was constantly in the summer pulling it up, taking it off and pulling it up. So last summer I went to my prosthesist and said that I want to become more active and I need a better leg, or what can she do? So the second leg came about. It doesn't look much different to the last one, apart from we are missing the silicone wrap on the outside, and I don't put socks straight onto my leg. Instead, silicone goes straight to my leg, so it's a tight, compact fit, really tight. It's aloe vera lining, so it's very cool and fresh when it's put on. If I need it, socks go on the outside. I don't at the moment need any. It's a very tight fit. This pin then goes into the hole, much like a handbrake mechanism. As you pull the handbrake up, it clicks and then you can't push it down. It works in the reverse. You push it down, 13 clicks, and then it can't come out. There are videos and pictures of people with this leg and system hanging upside down, and they don't fall out. I haven't tried that yet, but we'll see. Right, once I want out, I push the button and it releases the mechanism. There is a tiny bit of suspension in now, air suspension. When I walk, if you're quiet, you can hear it hissing. That sounds like I'm trying to tell you a secret. Nothing moves. It is still very basic. There is still far better out there I can get. I'm still learning though, and we'll get there eventually. This is just the next stage of me really learning to walk on the prosthetics. I still walk. It feels like I'm in a ski boot, and I walk like it too. I walk with a little limp, which probably will never go, but I'm getting more active. But nothing moves, but that is the second leg and it's helping. Right, the other leg I got is exactly the same fit, the same size. Everything is the same apart from the pole and the foot. The pole isn't carbon fibre like the other one. I'm not sure what it is, but I know it's hollow. I have holes throughout the bottom of the socket and I have a hole at the bottom of the leg. The foot itself is hollow and lightweight, and there's not much to it. There is actually just 2 prongs holding the foot together. What is different about this is the fact I can go into water with it. Now this leg doesn't feel as... it is more rigid. There is no give in this at all. There is the metal goes right to the end of the toe. So it's not very nice to walk in, and it's not made for it, but I can swim. It fills up with water and it releases. It's better once I'm fully submerged, so it's the pressure's all the same. If I go in halfway I get a very sucking feeling and it's not very nice. But I'm able to swim in it, which is better than swimming without it. I seem to go around in circles. Does come with a problem. I do sweat a lot, and I always have sweat. Well, since my amputation I've sweated a hell of a lot, and this silicone sock doesn't let it out, and it's worrying and quite surprising how much water you lose from your leg. And last year and the year before, I posted and asked for anyone's advice and anyone's help if anyone's had any problems like this, and most people came back with antiperspirants and talcum powder, and I want to thank everyone that came out and suggested anything. It was amazing. The antiperspirant I tried for 2 weeks and it made me spotty, which for an amputee is bad news. They can cut and infect and it's bad, and I can't put my leg on. The talcum powder, if anyone's ever watched the episode of Friends with Ross and the leather pants, it was like that. It made a paste and it was horrible. I watched a video from Marino, aka Alpha M, on YouTube. I spoke to him and he recommended Chassis. Now, it's a powder for men. It's meant for men, but I mean, anyone can use it. It's a body powder that is very cooling and fresh. The difference is there is no talc. It is all natural and no talc. It displaces any water. Now, it is expensive. I think it's around 12 to 15 pounds a bottle, but I can't live without this now. Payto, who works at Chassis over in the States, has been very helpful. He has answered all my questions and he's given me a few bottles to test and to get used to it, and has been very helpful. They are an amazing company, and if you're an amputee or anyone really, I would highly suggest and recommend Chassis. It's amazing. The problem I had with this was putting it on my leg and it going everywhere. It's bad enough putting it on yourself, patting it down, but when you're putting it on a leg, I need to be sat down on a bed or on a stool and it would go everywhere. It's awkward. So I went back to Payto at Chassis and asked him if he had any products or any recommendations, and he put me in contact with a company called Sax. I'll put the link in the description below, but they are pretty much just a bag. A cotton-filled bag with a sort of a leather back. The back's leather, it doesn't let anything out, but the other side is the business end that just pats it out. You can pat that out on any part of your body and it holds it. It's not perfect, but it's a lot better than I tried sandwich bags and it just didn't work. It was going everywhere, so that helps. I'll put all the links in the description below, but do try it. Even out of the shower, on your feet, under your armpits, it makes you feel brand new. It's amazing. So that was it really. If anyone's got any questions, please do leave a comment in the section below. I will leave all the links in the description for the Chassis and the Sax. Comment, say hello. I do love to say hello to all you guys and speak to you. Share, I do need this shared about, and subscribe. And until tomorrow, take it easy.